Hello everyone and welcome to... I guess I don't really have a name for it. Welcome to an episode of EDH Gameplay. Today, I'm joined by a couple good friends of mine that I've been streaming with lately. We have Beth, also known as Queen of Cardboard on Twitch and Twitter. A friend of mine, Jeff, goes by MTG Sir Jeff, also on Twitch and Twitter. And then we have my buddy Juan, who goes by Magic Guy Commander on Twitch and on Twitter. Now this is CEDH, but these decks aren't 100% CEDH viable per se. The closest would be my personal deck, which is Selvala. Everyone else is bringing their own brew or their own flavor of their attempt at a CEDH deck. I'm the only one of the three that plays CEDH fairly regularly. The other three are fairly new. This was kind of a push to get people into CEDH. So first up, we have me piloting my iteration of Selvala Storm that I call Selvala Sis-Storm. It leverages low mana cost creatures with high power to generate large amounts of mana, draw a lot of cards, usually aims to win, being able to untap Selvala and generate infinite mana and win with a giant finale of devastation after drawing my library and casting all my creatures. Next we have Jeff, and he's piloting the partner pairing of Jeska and Ishai, also known as Jeska, aka the One Punch Bird. This deck aims to land an early bird, protect that bird, and then swing for lethal turn after turn using Jeska's ability. Next we have Juan piloting Eloise, Nephalia Sleuth as a console Oracle deck. It does leverage a little bit of card advantage in creatures dying and being able to both surveil and investigate. And finally, we have Beth piloting Chatterfang, aka Chatterdang. This is a token storm deck that aims to use things like Tireless Provisioner or Scoot Swarm in combination with Pitiless Plunderer to generate infinite squirrels, infinite treasure, or infinite death triggers. It can also just create infinite squirrels on an end step and then swing and kill the table. Keep in mind, 3 of the 4 players are relatively new to CEDH, so some of the card selection options weren't 100% on point. These aren't meta decks by any means. Selvala is probably the closest one to a meta deck out of all 4. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
Good luck, everyone. Let's do this.
Let's
draw for turn. Play a Verdant Catacombs. Go ahead and pay a life. Crack it. Go grab a basic forest. Cast a Mana Crypt. Staff of Domination. Pass.
I'll draw. I'll play a Terramorphic Expanse. I'll crack that for Island. Play a Mox Amber and pass the turn.
Alright. Draw for my turn. Play a Swamp. And I only got no fancy turn 1 play, so I'll pass.
Good. You and me are both going to be playing some wholesome magic.
Wholesome CEDH. Let's
I'm going to draw, and I'm going to play a forest. I'm going to play an Elvish Mystic. Pass turn.
Beginning my upkeep, I got to roll for crypt. Odds I take it. It's a 4. I do not take it. Play another forest and pay 3, floating 1. Attempt to cast Selvala. I will pass the turn.
I will draw Mystic Remora. We'll play a Mountain. P to the T.
Island. I'll tap 2 and Beautiful Strix. I'll draw a card. Pretty sure none of the kids say P the T, but I'll P the T.
Play a Tainted Wood. Tap 2 for a Sylvan Anthem.
Mystic Remora trigger.
So slight misplay there. Beth ends up using Tainted Wood to tap for a green, which it technically can't do yet. In the long run, I don't think it ends up making a difference. She does end up using it to also cast other things, but it's such minute advantage that I really don't think it ends up mattering in the long run. We'll see what happens.
You can't pay the 4, so.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tap 1 for a Findhorn Elves.
Is that a
turn.
pass then? Alright.
Yeah.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. Oh yeah. Gotta do the crypt thing again. Odds I take it.
Yeah.
It is 1. I lightning bolt myself. Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. Unfortunately, this is gonna seem really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna swing Selvala at you, Jeff.
Upkeep, untap. We will go ahead and pay the 1. We'll draw. Mirrored Landscape. Pass the turn.
Draw Clearwater Pathway. Witch Claws Talisman. Beth, you can have it. We'll be friends. Mana Crypt.
Are you gonna pay 4?
Hell no. So the Witch Claws Talisman is going to Beth. P the T and fix my mic.
In case you're missing what happened here, we ended up kind of fuddling this a little bit. One ends up casting Wishclaw Talisman. It triggers the Mystic Remora. He immediately cracks it to go grab Mana Crypt. He tells us what he grabs. He doesn't technically have to, but he ends up just playing it anyway. Triggers another Mystic Remora, which we resolved, but I edited it out. So very small, minute things, but we're working on it.
I will untap, draw. I will play a swamp. I will tap these 3 3 for Chatterfang. I will scry. I'm going to keep that on top. Going to tap 2 and play Zilliport Cutthroat. That's a path.
At your end step, I'm going to pay 5, tap the Staff of Domination to draw a card, and then I will untap. Beginning of my upkeep, I'm going to flip a coin. Tails, so I lose the flip, take 3, and draw for turn. Play a forest, pay 6, and cast Kogla, the Titan Ape. And on ETB, I'm going to have it fight Chatterfang. It's going to trigger Selvala, so I'm going to draw a card.
Everybody's going to lose a life, and I'm going to gain a life.
I'll actually swing my 2/3 commander at Beth. Then that's all I got. I'll pass.
I'm gonna let the fish die. I'm gonna tap for 3 Blasphemous Act.
Everybody loses 3, and I gain 3.
Mountain, pass the turn.
Punto, upkeep, evens, goods, auto bad. Okay, I'll take 3, I guess. Fuck me. 1, 2, 3. Tap 2 mana crit for diminishing returns. So each player shovels his or her hand and graveyard it to his or her deck. Remove the top 10 cards of my library from the game, and then each player draws up to 7 cards.
It's like a budget time twister.
So you can draw up to 7 cards. You don't have to draw 7.
Fuck that shit. I'm taking 7.
Why wouldn't we want to draw 7?
I'm just letting you know. So I exile the top 10 of mine. Alright, so there's 10, and I'll draw 7. I'll play my land for turn. It's a snow cover island. Sensei's Divining Top, pass turn.
Untap. I'm going to draw, pay 3 for Scoot Swarm. I'm going to scry 1, put that on the bottom. I am going to play Blooming Marsh.
You still get an insect, which I'll let you scry again.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Insect. I will pass my turn.
Untap. So tails, I lose. It's heads. I don't lose this time. I'm gonna draw for turn. I will play Prismatic Vista. Crack it. Go grab a basic. I'm gonna pay 5. Move to recast Selvala.
All good?
All good.
All right.
But no.
Then I'm gonna cast this Findhorn Elves and pass the turn.
Play a Plains and go ahead and tap 4 to cast Ishai. The bird is out. That now has activated my Mox Amber, so I'll tap that for a Soul Ring. Tap the Soul Ring for 2 to crack the mirrored landscape, and then I shall pass.
At your end step,
Top.
top. Yeah, put that back on top. Move to my turn. Mana crit roll, even good, auto bad. Hey, that's what we talked about from the turn. Well, I'm gonna tap a blue for Brainstorm.
I'll get a counter.
You're gonna get a counter. I will tap a black for Vistasir. Solemn Simulacrum. I will sacrifice Solemn to Vistasir to draw 1 off the Solemn. Or I could scry
You
first,
could
right?
scry first if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll put that at the bottom. And turn.
I'm going to draw Forest. Then I'm going to make an insect. Then I'm going to play Eldritch Evolution. Sack an insect. So I'm going to look for a creature that's mana cost 2. I'm just going to do this both at the same time. If no one minds, I'm going to use Wish Claw.
Yeah.
I will give Wish Claw back
Just
to
give
Magic
it to
Eye.
give it
Okay.
to Juan.
All right. Well, I am
So-
going to pass my turn after that if you guys want to keep going. I have no idea what
I'm gonna wait and see which one you grab from Eldritch first.
There was. 'cause
Dark
I know there was a
Confident?
black.
I will go ahead and go to my untap, my upkeep, flip for crypt. Tails, I lose it. Draw for turn. So I'm gonna start by playing a forest. Ishai is currently a 5/5. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Tap crypt. Tap a forest. Move to cast a Wayward Swordtooth. I can now play an extra land each turn. I will play a War Room.
Oh.
Pay a green to tap Selvala for 5 green. Cast a Gigantosaurus.
On the stack, I'm gonna tap the blue to look at the top 3.
So Gigantosaurus enters the battlefield. I'm going to draw off of Selvala. I'm going to pay 2, tap Nykthos, which taps for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 green mana floating. I'm going to cast a Scrib Ranger. Bounce a forest to my hand. I still have 7 mana floating. I will untap Selvala. I will now present a loop. So for 1 green mana, going down to 6, I can retap Selvala for 10, going up to 16. I can use Staff of Domination, pay 3, going down to 13, untapping Selvala, tapping Selvala, going down to 12, up by 10, pay 1 to untap the staff. I now have infinite green mana. I can draw out my entire deck with Staff of Domination. With all of this, I can do a lot of stuff. Casting creatures like Thrashing Brontodon, Temur Sabertooth, Reclamation Sage, Gargos, Vicious Watcher, Llanowar Elves, Birds of Paradise, Somberwald Stag. It's gonna enter. I'm gonna have it fight Scoot Swarm. Phyrexian
No.
Soul Gorger. Basically, cast all the creatures in my deck. Destiny Spinner makes them so they can't be countered. Finale of Devastation for a fuckload. Plus a million in haste. Swing at everybody. All right, and that's the green Lamborghini.
Thank you so much for watching. If this is something you would like to see more of from me, then please comment down below. Let me know how you thought we did, especially as 3 people relatively new to CDH. Like I said, I've been playing CDH the longest. I've been playing for about a year now. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this. If you'd like to see things moving forward, go to like an official channel. This was just something more or less for fun for me to do in my free time, so maybe we'll see you again.